Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my 6-month update on this Project 50 project pan. It is going to be different to the 50-day challenge that I'm doing, which is also called Project 50. So this can get a little bit confusing in a few months when I'm going to have two projects named the same thing. So I am thinking of naming this a different name, but haven't quite figured out what that is yet. So this video is marking the 6 months since I started this project. This project is an ongoing project where I intend to try and use up 50 items completely. Of course, over the course of this project, I may use more than 50 items because, you know, I might finish items earlier than the other, and I'm just going to keep on rolling in until I reach my goal. So, you know, I could work on like 100 items in this project, and you'll never know. But you will, because I'll mention it in my updates, obviously. A brief run through of this project is that I have no deadline for this, so I'm basically expecting this to take, I don't know, up to 5 years to complete probably. So far I've only finished one item, so we're 1 out of 50 down, and many more to go. So I think let's get on to my update and where we're at in my 6-month point. And I plan to do these every quarter if I can. So I did disperse all on the floor, which is not ideal, so you can't really see the line. But my first item is my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in the shade Fair Light Neutral. This is too dark for me, so it's definitely taking me longer because I am using less of it each time because I'm mixing it with a white mixer colour. Anyway, it's quite hard to see now because I did just throw it on the floor and it mixed everything up. But we are actually here. So we have got this marker, which was at the 3 months, and now we're about here-ish. We're about probably an inch below where the coral shade ends. And yeah, I'm guesstimating that we'll probably have this in for another 6 months, given where we're at the beginning of this project to where we are now, and then calculating the differences between there to the end. I think I'll probably roll this out in July time. So I expect in my July update for me to say that this is finished. And I have used that foundation 48 times since the beginning of this project. Next item we have got is my NARS Laguna bronzer. This is relatively new to my collection versus a lot of other stuff. But this is where we're at. I'm not too sure why I chose this one. I kind of just like a random generator on all these items. And we can now see that we have got a dip forming. I do reckon that we'll probably hit pan on this before the next update. Just by guesstimating how thin the pan is, and having used NARS items for a while now, I think we'll definitely be there by the next update, at least I hope so, and then we can watch the pan get gradually bigger and bigger and bigger, hopefully. Anyway, I've used this only 26 times since the beginning of this project. That is because I had a lot of bronzers rolled into different projects at one point, so I was working on more at one time. I'm actually only working on like 2 at the moment, so I think progress is probably going to be a little bit quicker, at least over the next month or 2, because I have stopped 2 projects. So once they come back up again, maybe I will then lose some progress again, but for now we are doing dandy and well with this. Yes, I expect this will be in for quite a long time though. Obviously it's a bronzer. Bronzers take a while for me to work on, so yes. Either way, happy with where we're at right now. Next we have got this. This is my Revolution Ultra Blush Palette. in Hot Spice, and this palette, I have got the 6th shade. You may recognise this from my 22 and 2022 when I had this one rolled in, but we're now working on this shade down here. And over the course of the last few months, actually, is that me going crazy, or can you see the ring? Wait, yo, what? What? I can't see that in person, but does that look like a ring forming for you? Like the bottom of the pan? Oh, that's exciting. Anyway, so this is where we're at. So we obviously have a lot more disturbance and a potential ring showing, which I can't really see in person, but it looks like it does in the camera. And I have used this shade 106 times since the beginning of the project. I was reaching for it a lot last year because I had this shade rolled in, and then when I rolled this blush into this project, I decided that I would just always select that eyeshadow when I was working on this. So that was pretty much every single day. And then once I finished that in January, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna now just wear this every single time I wear makeup. So that's what I've been doing. I'm wearing it pretty much every single time. Sometimes I might top it with another blush, but today I'm actually wearing it on its own. So I do think blush will take longer than bronzer, but we shall see, because the blush is in a smaller pan than the bronzer, so you would think it'd be the opposite way around. But I use less blush on my cheeks than I do bronzer on my face, so we shall see how that goes. Next we've got my Colourpop highlighter in the shade Monster. It's a super shock cheek and it is looking like this. So this is a really easy item to like manipulate. So I feel like the pan is bigger than it actually is, and I find like it just moves around so easily. It's such a buttery smooth shade. So there is pan in it, but I don't think it's going to take me a few months. I think it's going to take me much longer than I think it's going to take. I think it's deceiving, the pan in here. I have used this 28 times since the beginning of this project, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I am working on several different highlighters, or at least I was last year. I'm still working on, I think, 2 others this year, so, you know. Next, we're going to go on to my eyeshadow that I've rolled into this. I think this is probably one of the worst eyeshadows to have rolled into it. It's quite a sheer eyeshadow, and it's a dome as well. I'll just show you. It's looking like this. So the shade I rolled in is actually this dark brown shade, and it's really hard to like share across on camera the changes, but it is flatter on top 100%, but it's quite a sheer. I think what's going to help me here is that it is quite a sheer eyeshadow, so I can use a lot of it at one time, and it doesn't really like go too crazy on my lids. But I don't know if it's going to be flat at the bottom or if there's going to be a dome that it's going to be on top of. I think this is going to take a super ridiculous, stupid amount of time because of the way it is, because it's domed, it's quite high. I think it's going to be quite a deceiving little thing, and you would think, oh, it's a tiny little eyeshadow, it will take me easy, like a few months. No, this is going to take a long time. Anyway, I have only used it 25 times. Obviously, I'm working on several different projects that feature a lot of eyeshadows, so I can only use this sparingly or when I think it works with an eye look. So, yeah. Okay, next we have got my Cannes lip product. This is what it's looking like. I don't foresee this is going to take me forever. I already think we're quite close to the end anyway. Like when I take it out, it's not exactly wet anymore. It's just like drying out, I guess. I'm not gonna take the stopper out of this. I'm gonna keep it in there. But I can kind of tell, you know, when you put lip product on and when it's new, it just slathers on. But then once it gets a little bit older and a little bit more emptier, there's like nothing on the applicator. Anyway, we're at that stage where it's kind of like I'm having to force pressure to put it on my lips. Interest, I've only used this 18 times, and that is because I have got this lip product rolled into another project, and I've got another lip product as well that I'm working on, and it's mainly because last year I was solely focused on using one lip product the entire year, and so all of my other lip products were on a back burner, including this. Even though it's been included since July, I only reached for it a couple of times each month to get to where we are now. So yeah, I think the uses will be picking up on this, but I also kind of hope that this will be done and thrown away by the time it's my next update. Okay, next we've got this. This is my Beauty Bakery gel eyeliner in Black Milk, and it is looking like this. Not surprisingly, this is my least used item in this project, and that is because I just don't wear eyeliner. I mean, I'm wearing it today, but this is not actually this. This is a black eyeshadow instead. But yes, I'm just not a big fan of eyeliner, and I just never gravitate to it. So I think this could be something that just never ends. At the moment it's still okay, it's not dried out or anything, so I'm still using it sparingly, like once or twice each month, which is quite bad, but at least it's something. I'm gonna try and up that maybe a little bit, but I've used it 10 times over the course of this project, and a few of those months I didn't wear it at all, so I definitely need to do better and reach for this a little bit more just to get progress in it. And you know, the goal is to finish this, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if that's going to be a thing or not. I don't think it will be, to be honest. When I rolled this in, I thought this was going to be a lip salve, and it turns out it's really not a lip salve. It's just a pigment for your lips. So it is another lip product, and it's not soothing at all. It's not soothing at all. So this is my Jelly Pong Pong lip pigment, Paradise Pigment lip cream. I think it's called, I don't know what it's called, but that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, it's looking like this. So it is a bright pink. I have used this a total of 12 times. I'm trying to pick up my uses on this as well. I would definitely have more if it was a lip salve. So basically what I'm thinking is when I finish my canned lip product, I'm actually going to roll in a lip salve or something like Vaseline or the lip salve, you know, that sort of category, because that's what this was intended to be. It was just in the wrong area in my drawers and in the wrong area on my inventory spreadsheet. So I'm move this back to where it should be and put it in the correct category, and as it should be, because at the moment I've got 2 lip products, and I definitely think that's not ideal, and it's not what I wanted this product to be like. It's pretty much brand new when I rolled it in. It still is pretty much brand new, as you can see. There's not really much of a dip. So yes, once I finish the cans lip product, I will then roll in a lip salve just to save my lips a little bit, because I miss having a lip salve that I reach to every single day. So okay, and then next we have got this. This is my Fenty Beauty Porcelain Concealer. I don't have a marker for how much of this I have used, but we are around about here now. I can't tell. I mean, I definitely think it's lower. I mean, I have used it 51 times, so it has to be. Like, you can see at the top, it's obviously had some usage. I mean, if the focus works, you can kind of see that it's definitely had some use. Anyway, I really like this actually. It works really well. It's nice, it's got good coverage, and it stays. So, next up is my Zoella fragrance, Blissful Mistful. This is a body mist, but I kind of use it as a room spray. This room that I'm in is where my cat has a litter box, and sometimes I can get really smelly in here. So I use this as a room spray because I don't like the smell of it on myself. It's too strong, too sharp, too like floral. I don't know what it is in here. I'm just not a huge fan. And that comes across in the numbers where I've only used it 11 times. So it's my second least used item in this project is this. I know that when I started this project, I was more towards up here. I didn't mark it. I don't know why I didn't, but I did not. But now we have, you know, got at least like a centimetre of space from the top to here now. So progress, but slow progress nonetheless. Okay, next up we have got this. This is my Colourpop nail polish. Not Colourpop, Colour Club nail polish. I find it really difficult to show where we're at. Obviously, this is where we were at the beginning of this project. I don't think I marked it last time we did this because it was difficult to see. It's difficult again to see. Let me just try and figure it out. So I think we are, you know, I think we're just where we're there. So I think we're still kind of in the line of the orange. It's not my favourite. This actually comes off quite thick and it doesn't really dry very well. So it's not my favourite. I don't really choose it. I much prefer, you know, my random selection of nail polishes that I have in my hands right now. So I kind of forget to pick on it, but I'm going to try harder to work on it. I've only used this 14 times. 14 times means 14 fingers, so that's I painted all 10 of my fingers once and then 2 others as well. That's how I count nail polish uses. I think most people probably just do it as like a set. When you paint your fingers all at once, they probably do that as like a one-time thing, but not me. I'm weird like that. And I paint my nails different colours all the time, so that wouldn't have worked well for how I do things. So the next item we've got is my brow product, which is Boy Brow by Glossier. This was rolled in September to replace the previous brow product that I had to declutter because it broke. And it was finished. Basically, it just was too old. It didn't really work very well. So this is it, and I have used it 46 times. I'm already beginning to feel like it is slowly drying out already. I mean, it has been, 5 months now or something crazy like that. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now with this. And we shall see how we get on. I think this is quite interesting just to see how long it takes me to use up items. That's why I like this project so much. Because I own makeup that I've had for so many years. And I think it's like a real wake-up call of how long it takes a person to finish up an item, and that you don't need to buy new items until you have finished what you own. So that's what I'm really taking into account with this, and this is definitely helping my no-buy. I said that, or did I? I'm not too sure. I've always thought it anyway. I'm not too sure if I mentioned it in my intro, but essentially I'm allowing myself to buy like mascaras or like primers and things like that, but I'm not allowing myself to buy any other items that I don't need or require until I end this project. So once I have finished these 50 items, then I am allowing myself to go out and buy something new, because then I feel like I'll have achieved it. So that is the end of this update. I think by next update we will probably have, I don't think we'll finish anything by next update, which is a bit of a shame. Well, maybe we will. I'm kind of hoping we'll have the NYX lip product done, and then we can move on to something else in my lip area. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else that's far enough along to finish. But that's it. That is my update. I am gonna update you guys on this project every 3 or 4 months, every quarter, every 3 months. That's how many. It's not 16 months in a year, is there? 4. So it's 3 months. Every 3 months I'll update you guys on where we are at, and that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye. P.S. Look what happens when I turn the lights off. Doesn't this look like a sunset? I am obsessed with this new light. I've also got can you guys see this light? Oh, maybe not. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. Look at how dreamy that is. Hang on, let me put my ring light back on. See, does it show up? Kind of does a little bit, but not much. But I'm kind of obsessed. But yeah, these are my new upgrades that I'm making to my video, so. Oh, look, I just left this running. My bad. Bye bye.